Hi, good morning dear students. Welcome to social science class. After a long days, we are going to learn about social science, especially about geography. One thing in social science for the second semester, we have finished all the chapters. We have to see the remaining chapters which is unfinished during the first semester because we don't know that how much time we will get, so that's why we have left three chapters from the geography, two chapter from geography, one chapter from the history. So now however we got the time, that's why today I am going to finish one more new chapter from the geography. That the chapter name is temperature zones of the world. Temperature zones of the world. So that is the chapter that is not for the second semester but for the purpose of understanding, and it will be given for the exam also. Is it right? Because if we are doing the lessons means I am putting the effort and you are watching the video and we will be writing the notes. For that reason we have to make it use. So that's why it will come to exam also. So let us understand temperature zone of the world. So what is the meaning of the zone? First if we understand that, so later we can move on. And I hope that you know the meaning of temperature. So temperature means sometimes if we our body temperature is more than 105 or 103, we will feel that it is very hot and for us it is a fever. If the temperature decreases, so we feel cold. Is it right? So that is what temperature. If there is a more sunlight, the temperature is very heat and we feel that yeah, turn on the fan, turn on the AC, we have to take bath in a cold water. We say like that. So if there is no sunlight and if there is a mist and if there is a rain, we feel that it is very cold. Is it right? And we will wear a sweater, we will keep a cotton in ears, and we will close our ears with a muffler, and we will wear sweaters, and we will sleep in an area where there is a warm, and we will go in front of the fire and we will like that we will say. Is it right? That is what temperature is. And the zones, so zones means the area. Zones means what? Area. For example, Shivamogga we have so many areas. Is it right? So that's why we will divide it as a south zone. South zone means the south part of the Shivamogga comes under the south zone. North zone. So north part of the Shivamogga comes under the north zone, and east part of the Shivamogga comes under the east zone, and the west part of the Shivamogga that comes under the west zone, and the central is the central zone. So we will make a 5 zones of a Shivamogga and we will organize the functions or games, anything or competitions. So like that also there is a zone, a particular area for the temperature. So what are the temperature zones of the world? So in which area of the country or in which area of the world or in which zone of the world we feel cold. So where we feel very hot, or where we will feel it's normal only. So like that let us see. So before that let us understand two words, climate and weather. Weather and climate. So first we will learn the weather. Weather means state of atmosphere. State of atmosphere. So if there is a heavy sunlight and if it is at 12 o'clock, what we would feel? So we would feel that. Is it right? We feel hardness. Is it right? That is weather. And if it is a rainy season, how it will be? It will be a raining, and we will feel a cold. And if it is a winter season, so there will be a no sunlight, and there will be a mist, fog, snow, and we will feel cold automatically. That is weather. So weather means it changes from day to day. So if there is a sunlight means we will feel a hot. If there is no sunlight means we will feel a cold. So if it is a raining, we will feel a cold. So it day by day it changes. So it not remains same all the day weather. But the climate is constant. Climate is constant. What is climate then? See, average weather condition of a place. Average weather condition of a place is a climate. So how they fix or how they find out the climate of a country or any place, that means they observe what is the condition of the weather for the 20 years in this place. So for the 20 years the average condition is heat. heat. So then they consider this is a heat zone. For average condition of that climate, means particular area is cold, they call that is a cold climate. So if it is a normal, so they call it as a moderate. But they will not consider day by day weather condition or atmosphere condition, but they consider the large areas weather condition in a large years. So for example 50 years, past 50 years, past 20 years, past 30 years. So they will consider it. So after considering, so they will fix it whether it is a cold, hot or moderate. So that is the difference. Climate is average condition of the weather. So weather is the daily condition of our atmosphere. That's it. So let us understand factors. The next concept is factors affecting a climate of a place. Climate of a place. So if you had been to Chennai or Mangalore, so there they feel that heat, hot. They cannot live without the fan, they cannot live without the AC. So if they are going out means they will be sweating. That's what. So what is the reason for that? So that are the reasons. So because of these reasons, particular places, climates change. So let us see the factors affecting the climate of a place. So if I told that before that, what is that? In some areas the climate will be cold, some area climate is a hot, some area climate is a moderate. Moderate means normal, not hot, not cool. How it causes, or what is the reason for that? How one place becomes cool, how one place become heat, and how one place become normal. So that is the factors. So there are 5 reasons. So if we understand the reasons, it is easy to say that why a place is heat, why the place is cold, and why the place is moderate. So those factors are distance of a place from the equator, distance of the place from the equator, altitude of a place, altitude of a place, direction of winds, direction of winds, temperature, humidity and rainfall, distance of a place from sea, distance of a place from sea. So these are the 5 reasons. So let us understand how the place which is near to equator and the place which is far to equator causes or influences over the climate, So this is, just imagine, this is the model of the earth. So we know that earth is not straight, it is in a Z shape and it is slightly bent, slanted, it is slightly bent. So if I am a straight, if I like this, I have bent my head, is it right? Like this. So you can see my slantness, is it right? My slantness. So if it is like this means sun, so here I will not get a sunlight, here I will get a more sunlight, here I will get a less sunlight. That is what place or distance of the equator from the sun. So by this diagram we can understand, just imagine this as a sun and this is the earth. Earth is equally divided into 2 parts. So where we are dividing now, so that line is called as the equator. So this is dividing the earth into 2 parts, means exactly half, So this is the equator. So this is the sun and I told the earth is slanted. The earth is slanted. So from the sun rays, means from sun, the rays directly falls over the equator in this 2 area. In this 2 area it directly falls. So that's why, so this equator area feels more heat, So this zone and this zone, so the direct sun rays don't fall over this place because it has slanted. So here also it has slanted. So here they feel cool. So but here they feel heat. So that is what the distance of a place from the equator. So this is the equator. So if your place is near to the equator, then you feel heat. If your place is far from the equator, then you feel cold. So but our country is near to the equator. So our country comes here, the equator goes here. So that's why we feel what? heat. So that's why the Indian climate is called as a tropical monsoon climate. So it is a heat zone. Our zone is what? Heat zone. So that's why you know that Europeans comes to India, and on the beaches of Goa, on the beaches of Mumbai, and the beaches of Mangalore, Gokarna and Om Beach. So there they will lay. Means the foreigners will sleep, and they were taking a sun bath. Why they were taking a sun bath means the Europe comes under a frigid zone. Frigid zone means cool zone, but India comes under heat zone. So we are getting the heat from the sun. So that's why they comes here. You know that some diseases, some skin diseases can be removed by getting the sunlight. Yeah, that is the reason why they come here. And that is the one example to say that our India is in a heat zone. So distance of a place from the equator. So if your place is near to the equator, then you are in a heat zone. So if your place is far from the equator, then it comes a cold. So if it is not far, not near, then it comes a normal. It comes under the normal. That is the one thing. You understood now how the distance from the equator influences over the climate of a place. This is the one reason. And the second reason is altitude of a place. What is the second reason? Altitude. So what is altitude then? So altitude means the height of a place. Altitude means what? The height of a place. How to consider the height of a place? So if any place which is above the sea level, that is a height place. So for example, the mountain ranges or the mountain states. If you have visited Kemmangundi, if you have visited Nandi Betta in Chikballapura, so those are famous for its coolness even during the summer. If it is a summer also, if you go to those places, you will feel cold. And also you will not feel more heat or hotness. Yeah, if any place that is higher than the sea level, so then there the climate will be cold. Or not too hot. That is the second factor that influences for the climate of a place. So very simple. If any place higher than the sea level, then that place feels cold or not too hot. That's it. We have seen two reasons for the climate change or for the climate of a particular place. The rest of the three reasons will be seen in the next class. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. Okay. We are going to take a leave.